Hi guys.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. This episode is gonna look a little bit different than our normal episodes. We just wanted to give you guys an update on just some things that are changing, new. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we have some changes in both of our personal lives. We're actually both moving. And so I'm moving from Detroit Lakes to Fargo.
And I'm moving from Perm, Minnesota, Detroit Lakes area, to Bismarck, North Dakota. We're both gonna be North Dakota residents here soon.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and I guess for us specifically, our baby's due in like 2 months, and we want to be closer to family, and the Lord has just really had us pursue this option, and we've had a lot of peace. And so change coming really fast, but we're really excited for what the Lord has in store. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's just like, and this all kind of happened in a few weeks' time for both of us at the same time.
I know,
like
it's
we're
so
actually
ironic.
moving, around the same time.
Days apart from each other.
Yeah, so it's like we knew it's the Lord's will for this to happen, but the hard part for us is, we won't be able to continue the cadence of doing this every single week. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, we still plan to do this together, when we can meet up, or possibly on Zoom. We just haven't really sorted through all of that, but it probably won't be every week. And I don't know if I'm gonna continue it or do something different, in between the times when Ashton and I can get together. But we definitely want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
We just know that we aren't gonna be able to do it every single week. So
yeah, I would say we're kind of just giving it to the Lord, praying about it. We deeply desire to continue to provide good content pointing you to Christ, what the Bible says about certain things that we're struggling with currently, things that we have found to be really practical, because that's kind of like our mission, is to be vulnerable with you guys and walk alongside you in what we're going through. So yeah, it's gonna look different in this next season, but we're excited to still be creative of how we can still meet. Like Chris said, it might look different. The cadence will definitely be different, and we'll communicate that as we know what's coming.
Right.
So we can confidently say this is not goodbye, but just the expectation of it's gonna be a little different. But we'll figure it out. And I don't know, for me, I've been so grateful to just praising the Lord for like what he's like shown us through this, how we've grown. I've grown tremendously in my faith, as I've done research every week, and we've talked about different things, how the Lord has used us in this, and just how it's impacted you guys who are watching it. And it's all the Lord, like all glory to him. So yeah, we've really enjoyed this. This is just the season that we're in of change and moving that kind of puts things in a place of it's just going to be a little bit different.
Exactly. And it's just been such an honor to be able to, it's an honor to do anything for the Lord. And we didn't know this. We became friends, and then it's like all of a sudden the store became a thing, and then it was like this podcast thing. And it's like we were just talking about how in 2 years, like the Lord, and it's just been such a sweet blessing. It's not really like we're even doing anything. It's more like things that we're going through. It's like, well, I'm really kind of struggling with this, or you're struggling with this. And it's like the same thing. So we're like, okay, I guess that's what we need to talk about this week. And it's just been really sweet how the Lord has worked through, using this for our own healing, and
yes, definitely.
And then just sharing that with you, and how he's just, I don't know, it's just been really, really sweet. And we're just blessed to be able to do it for him.
So again, it's just a little update. We're not going over any topics or anything today. Definitely reach out if you guys have questions. The store is still open when Chris posts about hours, just for it to be there for you physically. but on like a standpoint of social media or online, like we have our website and then our Instagram and Facebook. So don't be shy. If you have prayer requests, if you have questions, you have topic ideas, things that you have questions on, like we want to be a resource. But yeah, we're excited for what's to come. Like I think it's sad we're both grieving, like we're moving away from each other. And that's been kind of sad and just different of like how to feel. But we're also excited because the Lord always is just providing for us everything that we need, our daily bread. And just thinking back to like even a year ago, like what our prayers looked like for what, you know, our friendship looked like, the store, what have you, and what it's become. I'm very confident like this is going to be super great. No matter what it turns out to be.
Yeah, he has good plans for us. And, you know, I will be in Fargo, so I'll hopefully be able to be open more.
Yeah.
Because I won't be driving an hour to get to the store and an hour at night. And so I'm looking forward to that. It's, you know, it'll just be easier. And, you know, that's good. But yeah, it's definitely like we know the Lord has good plans. He has good plans for all of us, you know, his kids. And so it's definitely a season of change, and he's just positioning, you know, us in different places. And so, but it's just been so, I just am grateful. You know, I'm grateful for the store and thankful, you know, for those of you that come in and say hi. And, you know, we have our regulars that come in, and it's just a joy. And it's just been also a joy. I thank you for the people that have encouraged us through this, because obviously we don't know, it's not anything of us, but it's you know, sometimes we're like, okay, we're doing this, we don't know what we're doing.
Like if you've noticed, we do no editing on the videos. It's first take. You know, we talk beforehand, we prepare, but we take one video, we post it. There's no editing, like we just go for it. And so yeah, for everyone that's like encouraging us or has input, like we appreciate it. It's really encouraging because we are kind of learning through this for the first time. The Lord's been super sweet in how he's provided through this, like in the sense of just like our friendship and just our connections with people that have been watching. It's been really cool to see like the support, because again, it's kind of we don't know necessarily like who's watching and what's happening. We're just like, whether there's 1 or 100, like we're gonna keep doing this because it's been so fruitful for not just only like us, but just some people that have reached out to us. So it's been really sweet.
Yeah, it really has. So just thank you for that, for the encouragement. And we're just really excited to see what the Lord's gonna do. And hopefully, I guess we'll have to I'll say this, I'll have to get a little more up to speed on technology when we do. So
yeah.
She knows how to do this more than I'm like, okay, what? How do you?
Yeah, we make a good team. We balance each other out in that way, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, just stay tuned for updates. We'll try to update you on what changes maybe had, and maybe when Chris and I get more direction on what it could look like. But for right now, don't be surprised if there's not things posted weekly, but there will be stuff eventually when we get settled in our new places and figure out the new normal. But
yeah, we know the Lord's gonna tell us. It's just right now we don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I wish you know what that's like. You know, it's like when you're in a season of waiting. It's like, wait a minute, what? I'm moving? What? You're moving?
I know. Like this all happened like weeks ago. Like it wasn't like it was this like 6 months we were figuring this out. Like both of us at the same time were like, I need to move. And like, but it's because of the Lord, and we can hopefully talk about it maybe in a topic someday, not someday, but like, you know, down the road of what we were going through in this moment, and like how the Lord used it when we're settled and we have more clarity of everything. Yeah. Because it's just been a lot.
It is, and you know, it's like with change there's loss. And I mean, I remember, I think it was probably like 3 weeks ago, we were talking before we recorded one of the episodes, like, well, we were talking about this, and it's like, you know, when you're following the Lord and you know, it's like, because we both started to like know that, oh yeah, like I was starting like, I really need to be in Fargo. I can't be doing this, you know, like this. And you were, you know, thinking about possibly moving, and it's like there's always loss with that too, you know, because we're really gonna miss our church community.
Oh yeah.
Like we have a really good church, and the Lord, oh my gosh, we were just talking about that before we came on, and it's like we're so sad about that, you know, and it's like there's loss of our friends and you know, community members, and so it's really hard, but it's like we know that, you know, this is what the Lord wants. It's been confirmed and it's clear, and there's peace with the decision, but there is always that hard, sad part. And, you know, there's days where it's like, I'm like, Lord, like, I don't, you know, sometimes I've been, you know, it's like, Lord, why are you taking this from me? I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's just human, you know, it's like there is that grieving. And then it's like, well, wait a minute, what church am I going to go to? And how is that going to look? And, you know, what about small groups? Or, you know, because it's really important that we have fellowship and we have, you know, our church our church family.
Definitely. And I think I'm in the same boat of just like, you know, we invest so much of ourselves into like people. And that's such a blessing that we're able to do that, and that the Lord uses himself through us as instruments to reach people and to be connected and to have fellowship, this community. And I was telling Chris before we recorded, like when Caleb and I, my husband, we lived in Fargo, it was so extremely hard for us to move. And we moved because we got married, got relocated with our jobs, and it was so hard, and we were like, we're never gonna find something like this. And that's obviously not true, but then when we truly like went into it with an open mind, open heart, now we're leaving and we're like, we're never gonna find better than this. Like, and what a blessing. And not that I'm like trying to find better than this and then continue like this pattern. It's just like, I don't know, I try to like look at it on the positive note of like, it's a good reflection of like, we did a good job like getting planted into community, being intentional, allowing the Lord to do good work in our life, and bless us truly. But that also came to us making the decision, like have our yes be yes. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because that is, you know, one of the things, like we met a small group at our church, and it's like, you do have to make the effort, you know, to one, like find the church that's right for you, but also when you do, sign up for small groups. You know, introduce yourself, and you know, it's like coffee, you know, things like that. It's like
it's hard.
It's hard because you're like, oh my goodness, you walk in, you don't know anyone. But it's like, think of that. I remember that small group, and I was like the oldest person there, and I remember sitting there thinking, I have to get out of this. I can't. Everyone, they're like younger than my son. Like, and or, you know, I just felt like
and Caleb and I had our own apprehensions in the same group about different things. And then we ended up literally the first night like communicating with one another. And that's kind of unlike both of us on like the first encounter. And we kind of just like somehow like got talking about similar things, and we had so much in common. And I feel like in the world it's unusual to like exchange numbers and like want to like hang out. We talked about, let's get coffee, like let's hang out, and like the rest is history. No, but it's true, like it takes commitment and uncomfortability. Like, I'm not saying if you just go to church and you just, you know, sit and listen to the sermon every Sunday, like the Lord's not going to bless you, but you have to like go out of your way to serve in the church, to be a part of community, because fellowship is huge, to meet people. And like Chris was saying, it's so hard. It's like dating almost. Like you have to like go in there, it's going to be awkward. You have to ask all the basics, find common ground, have awkward parts of like, I don't know what to say next. Days you get done with work and you don't want to hang out, but you gotta go get coffee, you know, do something. It's hard. but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Yeah.
It is, because it's like if we wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't be here doing, it's like so many things, like in our friendship and the store and like all the things. And it's like, it's so worth it. Like the Lord has blessed us with sisters in Christ and brothers in Christ, and just like that support, that you really need, that unbelievers don't understand. I mean, it's just like your whole worldview is different. And it's like, I can tell you things that, people that aren't, following it, they don't understand it. Right. It's just I can't explain these things to other people. And it's just been so sweet and so precious. And I feel like, just with our world the way it is today, we really need that even more so. I mean, we've always needed it, but it just, we really do have to make an effort. And so we'll be both making an effort in our new, our new communities, but yeah, we just are grateful and
very
blessed, and just this has just been really sweet for both of us to be able to do this for Jesus.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So that was it.
Yeah, we'll continue to keep you guys updated, like I said, and if you guys have questions or want to reach out, feel free. We're here physically and then online too. Yes. In whatever ways that you guys like to communicate. And like Chris said, she'd love to see you. And some of you that watch this already know her, and you already stop in, and we appreciate it so much. But yeah, that's basically it. We just wanted to come on and communicate all this with you guys. So
yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.